All right, so 14 days ago, pretty much 2 weeks now, we've released version 3.1.8 of this module here, and it's something that I've been meaning to chat about for some time now. And I could probably give a couple of excuses as to why we haven't been creating much videos, but I'm gonna leave that for another time. And pretty much what we're gonna do is to look at some of the decisions that were made, and pretty much and look at the releases that would have uh, occurred during the time. So the last video I had made on this was for version 3.1.5, which was essentially discussing that we've solved the initial problem that we set out to solve, and that is to make it easier, relatively simple to integrate Nuxt with UIkit. And we did that, and that was amazing. And moving forward is just pretty much some updates to the different versions of Nuxt and UIkit that we're using. And there was this open issue that we had for a pretty long time, and this is pretty much adding a composable to the module, which is the use UIkit composable. And what the idea behind this is that what it should do is just to export all of the programmatic JavaScript components that UIkit provides. And as you can see here, it is closed without being implemented essentially. So it's closed without being implemented. And the reason for this is that we are trying to avoid the need to maintain essentially a wrapper around something that is already, in a sense, well defined. If we go over to the docs for the module and we go over to programmatic usage, you will notice here that the programmatic usage example that we have is coming directly from the UIkit library itself. And if we go over to the link here, which you can go ahead and learn more about the JavaScript functions that they provide, you see here different examples that are provided by UIkit, and you can go ahead and follow these along. So essentially, providing composable would not be adding much to there because there won't be much differences. I personally would not want to change anything about how these are implemented, because that would essentially make it a little bit more complicated for you to have to learn our syntax along with what UIkit would have provided. So therefore, I wouldn't necessarily change much about how UIkit does their thing. So essentially, all I would have is a wrapper around what is already well defined and is relatively simple for you to use, as you can see in the example here of using a notification. The UIKit library is directly into the module itself, so you don't have to install this along with the module. It's already provided for you, so it's easy for you to just go ahead and import the UIKit, the functions essentially from here, from UIKit, once you have the module installed in your Nuxt application. And it's something that I just wanted to touch on just a little bit. That's pretty much it for this upgrade. Is just removing the composable implementation that we had. Essentially, what happened is that it was there, but it wasn't working in a sense where we wanted it to. So as a result of that, we essentially just commented most of the stuff that were provided, that were there, and we were looking for ways in which we could make it work, but it wasn't working in the SSR mode or on initial loads, which we weren't comfortable with. And after looking at different ways that it could be implemented and seeing that it's not working well in the production setting where it was working perfectly fine locally, we essentially just come to the conclusion that it's probably best if we do not create this wrapper around this thing, which is pretty much already nicely defined. So if you want to learn more about the JavaScript functions that UIkit provides, we strongly recommend that you just go ahead and look at the JavaScript section of the UIkit docs whenever you're using this module to figure out how you go about using those functions. I think that would be much more beneficial to you as opposed to having to either learn a new syntax if that's what we would be introducing, or just having a wrapper that will have to also maintain. And that is pretty much it for this video. I hope that if you haven't tried this as yet, you can go ahead and test it out. It's pretty awesome, easy way for you to integrate UIkit into your Nuxt application. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.